Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. And how about that? All kinds of fun, wasn't it? What a beautiful day. People are making a joke. Actually, no. It was kind of a beautiful day. And every day is beautiful. Do you know why? Because you and me are together here. And I just love this part. Anyway, let's talk. It is Tuesday, April 5th, 2022, and yes, I am in a damn good mood, despite the fact that this market fell today. Let's start off at the beginning. Pre-market today, things weren't looking so bad. They really were not. We had stock futures slightly lower. We had a little bit of a safety trade going on here. The dollar higher. 10-year yields had fallen a little bit, but nothing major going on. And then all of a sudden, we got to hear from two freaks today. Before the freaks, this market was doing okay. We were actually positive, then negative, then positive. Well, the two freaks that came out today, Lael Brainerd, Fed President Lael Brainerd, and Fed President Esther George. And these two freaks had a lot to say, and I'm laughing again. Now, Brainerd over there, she spooked the market by saying that the Federal Reserve soon is going to be unwinding their astronomical balance sheet. In other words, they're going to be selling debt, getting it off their books. And this could be somewhat aggressive. Really, let's think for a moment here. We know that rates are moving higher. Duh, right? So Lael Brainerd, Lael over there, whatever, however you say her name, the thing, she's another thing over there, who thinks she's all hot with her blonde hair and everything else. Anyway, yes. What she is not telling you, and it should make sense what I'm about to say, is who's going to buy the debt? Who's going to buy the debt on the Fed's balance sheet that's yielding less than we could buy in the open market? Wow. How about it ain't going to happen? No, the debt that the Federal Reserve holds, they will be holding until maturity. I mean, just for an example, let's say you were going to buy this thing over here. All right, whatever is over here, you're going to buy it, all right? And you can buy this one here from some institution that will be yielding less than what you could buy on the open market here. Which one are you going to buy? Make it up. I dare you to make it up. Okay, so that was Brainerd's whole thing. Oh, yeah, they're going to unwind the balance sheet, and, it could be aggressive, and it's going to be soon, too. Yeah, okay. I want to know who's going to buy the freaking debt. Anyway, then we heard from Esther George, another one. I think she's a little confused. Without getting into too much detail here, go just Google a picture of Esther George and look at it. And tell me if you think she's a little confused, because I think she's confused about a lot of things. But she was also speaking about how the Federal Reserve could absolutely raise the federal funds rate 50 basis points moving forward. Look, I doubt that will happen. The Fed is going to raise rates. There's no doubt about it. I feel 25 basis points is more likely what's going to happen. But look, the Federal Reserve, what they're trying to do yet again is lie to you. Unbelievable, right? The Fed lying to you. And it's just epic. And no one, again, will be held to account. There was no taper, clear as day. Go to the Fed's website, look at their balance sheet. There was no taper, okay? And now this talk with regard to unwinding the Fed's balance sheet can't happen. No one is going to buy the debt. When you can go out on the open market and buy debt that has a better yield, you got to be insane, and no one would do it. But you see, Brainerd over there, she thinks you're brain dead, but she's really brain dead. Anyway, let's move forward. So yes, on the back of these two lovely people, opening up their pie holes and spewing out garbage to the market here, and trying to, again, mislead you, misdirect you, distract you, propagandize you. We watched a couple of other things happen. Crude oil fell under some pressure. Gold and silver fell under some pressure. Cryptos fell under a little bit of pressure. But the real big thing that happened today was that 10-year yield. Okay, we jumped up to 2.55 the last time I looked at it, and the dollar, the relative strength of the dollar, made a big move higher. And the MMRI, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator, well, it went higher too. We are firmly above 150, so market risk is higher. All right, we're still in the yellow. You want to see the MMRI? You know where it is. Right on my website, traderschoice.net, free to you and everybody else who wants to take advantage of it. And I hope you do. Anyway, so with that said here, people, I want to, look, I'm writing stuff down again. 2 pages here. I don't know if I'll get to it all, but let's cover the important stuff here. So again, just real quick, the Fed is selling yet another lie, and it's a big one. Okay, that is the fact that they're going to be unwinding their balance sheet. It's not going to happen. I showed you yesterday a chart of what the Federal Reserve is doing to the money supply. Okay, they are ballooning it. They're also ballooning their balance sheet in tandem. All right, this is their goal. This is the Fed's goal. This is central banks around the world goal, is to continue to inflate. But they're going to sell the lie that they really want to do something about inflation. And nothing on this planet could be further from the truth. You all know that. They want to continue to inflate, and they will do so, especially now that they have a scapegoat. You know, Russia. It's Russia's fault. Inflation skyrocketing, it's Russia's fault. Ask our illustrious retard president. Oh, I said the R word. How many of you are going to unsubscribe now? Go ahead and do it. I really don't care. Yes, that does happen. Every time I call the president a retard, for which he is. And not only is he a retard, he's a liar and thief, as a matter of fact. I think you all know that too. All right? No, they all are. They're all puppets, and they're all lying, and they're trying to misdirect you and propagandize you. Again, goes back to what I've been telling you forever. You have no representation anymore. It's over. The United States does not exist in its previous form, hasn't for a very, very long time. And this is all reaching a climax very, very quickly. Anyway, with that said, the Fed's going to keep pushing their lies. Imagine my surprise there. Now, this is interesting. I want to share this with you. So Standard & Poor's Global Ratings, their agency over there, came out with a very interesting, not to you, this is not going to surprise you at all, but this is their little piece of news that they wanted to contribute today. So this is what they're saying. Nations around the world are expected to borrow 30% above average going back to before COVID. Okay? That is just to maintain the current environment. Now, why is that not a surprise to you? Because I've been explaining to you that would happen. That we were going to see nations around the world continue to borrow and expand the debt, you know, at the behest of their central banks. And we're going to see global debt double in a very short period of time. How long do you think that's going to take? With, according to Standard & Poor's here, nations around the world are poised to borrow 30% more, above the average, going back to prior to COVID. Not going to take too long now, is it? Imagine Greg Mannarino's shock. Now, here's another piece of dog shit, maybe, okay, from, CEO Jamie Dimon, J.P. Morgan. Now, this is what he said. He's warning here. The U.S. economy should prepare for negative outcomes. Duh! I wrote it right there. And also unintended consequences because of the war. Really? How about we're already seeing it? And if anyone believes that this is not by design, including you, sir, Mr. Jamie Dimon, no, you're absolutely wrong. We all know that this is all a setup. We all know where this is going. People, look, I think you understand this. I really, really do. I hope you do, at least. It's an incredible situation that we're in. But look, I always tell you, What could possibly be more entertaining than the current environment? It's a freak show. It's beyond the freak show. You know that. Maybe I participate in it, by being a little freaky. And you too, make a face. Let's do this together. Come on, do this. Let's do this together. That's what I feel like sometimes. I'm sure that's you too. Anyway, look. So in summary here, look. What do we have? We have a Dow Jones Industrial Average and an S&P 500 roughly 6% off of an all-time high. Yes, the NASDAQ took a pretty good hit today. We're about 12% off of an all-time high with regard to the NASDAQ. Why? Because of the jump in yields today. That 10-year yield, that opened my eyes a little bit, okay? Seeing that 10-year yield jump like that was a little bit of an eye-opener. I don't want to even say it's a yellow flag, but we're going to keep our eyes on that. If we see, look, we all know where this is leading to. A moment of implosion. And I mean implosion with regard to the debt market. Okay? A massive sell-off is going to occur. And we can see it, people, by watching the 10-year yield. 3.5, 4, 4.5, boom, 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 boom. A rapid rising of that 10-year yield is going to tell us clearly, it's going to be screaming at us, hey, it's time to get out of the market. That's the truth. That's the big tell here, people, that you're not being told. But anyway, look. With regard to the Federal Reserve playing their games, they're going to continue to play. They're going to float out these freaks to say one thing and then another set of freaks to say something else. Now, today's hit on the market because of Brainerd, Lael, and Esther, the confused one over. We have here. Listen to what we have here with these two freaks. We have Lael Brainerd, who thinks she's so hot. Ooh, yeah. Blonde hair, all sexy. And then we got, I want to vomit. And then we got Esther George, who's very confused. I don't think she knows if she wants to be a man or a woman. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, just go look at it. Go look at it. A little bit confused here, but that's okay. Just pick a side. You want to be a man, that's good. You want to be a woman, that's fine too. Just don't, the middle ground over there just ain't working for you, Esther. I'm sorry. It's just not working. So you got to do something about the image. You got it? Anyway, look. I think you people understand what's happening better than anybody else. And with that said, I love all of you. I mean that. And I need you to keep me freaking sane. Look, you got to be a little nuts, right? All of us, I think, are a little bit touched here or there, As long as we're having fun, because I don't know about you, but I'm having a freaking blast. All right, look, love you a lot. I mean that. Please share the video, and I will see all of you in the morning. Just lovely.